Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Haven't done a video in quite some time now, and especially just a movie review. You know, it's been like 2 years now, I think. And I've been thinking about this for a while now because I have been wanting to do movie reviews again. It's one of my favorite things to do. So, what better movie to do than The Creator, alright? So The Creator is an original sci-fi epic directed by Gareth Edwards, who did Godzilla and Rogue One, which are two films I'm not the biggest fan of. I like Rogue One more than Godzilla, but the two things those films get right are the visuals and the spectacle, which for this film is no different. I think The Creator, with its visuals, is what a movie nowadays should look like with its CGI. Like, there should be no excuses to making a movie look like The Flash with $200 million. This movie had $80 million, and it looks as beautiful as like a child being born, all right? This movie is just phenomenal looking. The aesthetics are incredible. Greg Fraser did a phenomenal job with this, and they even filmed on location, and what did they do? They enhanced it to make it look better, which, you know, I think Marvel, DC, all these superhero movies should be taking a little bit of note of. Or just sci-fi in general, you know, just movies in general. Honestly, Gareth Edwards used a camera from Best Buy, and this film's still like one of the best looking films like I've seen. Maybe not 2001 Space Odyssey level, but you know, it is up there, I think. And with the visuals comes the robots in this movie, which I think the best part of the movie, if I'm gonna be honest. I love the designs of the robots. The ones with like the camera heads. I wish there were more about the robots in this, even though I know it's like the whole movie. I just kind of wish we got to see more and more of these robots with the 2 hour and 20 minute runtime that this movie has. You know, you feel like you see the robots for the whole time when you don't really. And I also think that the themes and the time relevance of this movie are just perfect. Like, you couldn't release this movie at a better time. You released this back in the 80s, I don't think it would have worked as well as it did now. I think the themes work super well in this movie with the discussion of, is AI just programming and code? Like, at a point, it does, in this movie, get a mind of its own. So, like, you're just killing them like they're nothing. I thought that was really well done, but as all that is great, you get into the plot of the movie, which I'm not too mad about. It's just that the ending of the movie doesn't work well with the whole plot of the movie or the story, because the whole plot of the movie, you know, it's simple. You're getting from point A to point B and then to point C. But by the end of the movie, there's no real payoff, you feel. Like, the emotion doesn't kick in, or maybe it didn't for me. You add on maybe like 10 minutes of a little bit more development between some of the characters, I think it could have hit a lot more harder than it did. I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching this out or something. I didn't feel that emotional impact that I think I should have. Maybe I don't know. There was something missing. There was something missing about the film that wasn't the visuals. One other complaint I have with the movie, which isn't big for most people, but for me, I'm like, what's going on here, is the music. I think the original score can enhance the movie greatly. Looking at Oppenheimer here, like, without that incredible score, I don't think the movie would have been as good as it was. Like, that's what made you hooked on the movie from the start. Just that riveting, like, almost horrifying score. With this movie, it's composed by Hans Zimmer, and it's just like, it feels so empty. Like, plus, I think the biggest missed opportunity was there was no synth music in the entire thing. You're literally taking this movie from Blade Runner, and, well, the looks look like District 9. But you're taking it from Blade Runner, all the looks and stuff, and it's it didn't have any like sort of synth music in that, and I was just expecting more. And like even just the music in general just did not, like, I can't even remember a single score in it. I was waiting, I was getting my hopes up for this with like some wild synth music. Like for some reason a movie like Blue Beetle has a better score than this movie did, which was done by Hans Zimmer. Like how does that work? Maybe other people liked it. I just was not a fan of the score because, well, I didn't notice it. Yeah, but other than that, I thought The Creator was a very well done movie, and I think especially the opening like set the tone for this movie perfectly. And it felt like a throwback to better times, like almost as like an 80s movie, even though I said before that like if this came out in the 80s it wouldn't have worked as well, but it did feel like a throwback movie. So I really enjoyed it. I know other people didn't. I know some people loved it. It's not a classic or anything. It's not a movie I'm gonna like rewatch a whole bunch of times, but I did enjoy it. I was immersed into the creator world for 2 hours and however long. But yeah, overall, right now probably going on an 8.3 out of 10. I thought it was a very well done movie, and I think after this one, Gareth Edwards will make like a really cool movie if he takes notes off of the complaints with this one, and maybe puts some synth music into his next one. I think we'll get a really good movie out of that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.